Well, hello everybody. It's Mike here. I just want to welcome you back to Mr. Cast Iron with Weekends with Mr. Cast Iron. And man, we've got a good show for you tonight. We got a fella that we've been wanting to talk to for a good while, way over and all the way in Dublin, Ireland. And we got Stephen with cooking with this guy. So we'll go ahead and pull Stephen in here and see if we can pick at his brain a little bit. Hey, Stephen, how you doing, buddy?
Let's go, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing good. There's Mrs. Cast Iron. She's coming in here. So
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
got you had to put your deal on there where you can hear him talking. He said hello. How you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's see. Looks like we got cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline. Got small town Texas there, Mac and Steve from Dutchy Cooking over in England, and Tennessee Buck Outdoors. Jeff over in Tennessee. Mark from up in Rhode Island somewhere. I forget exactly where he's at. I did know, but memory's slipping me a little bit. It tends to happen. So anyway, I think I can hear everything real good. Anybody in the chat room, can you hear me and Stephen okay? Is the audio good tonight? Everybody here is good. Say hello, hello, hello.
Good.
So, all right. Well, good deal. Well, Stephen, we're certainly really glad to have you with us tonight. We've been looking for this. This has been coming on for a good little while. And we just wanted to give you a shout out here and try to pick your brain. So, if you're in the chat room, if you've not yet checked out Stephen's channel, be sure I left a link up in the top of the chat room here. We've got his channel posted there where you can go check that out. So we got Jamie Mack here with us. So how you doing? Good to see you. Good to have you with us. And so we'll go ahead and get started. So what made you decide to start a YouTube channel, Stephen?
I suppose it's always been something that I wanted to do. I love kind of film. I love kind of editing. I love the whole the process of actually starting something and finishing it. It's something, I suppose I've grown up with YouTube over the years. I'll be 40 this year, and it's one of these things that it's something that's always been in the background, and I've always wanted to try it. So it was official. I kind of decided, it was actually the day after my birthday last year when I started. So it was the 21st of April 2020, in the whole madness of COVID, that I decided to kind of start the journey, in a sense, And look, it's been amazing. I really can't underestimate that. I think it's that, like you said before, Mike. The community is brilliant. Like I've never had a bad comments from anyone. I'm all for kind of getting constructive criticism on something that I've done, and sure, I've got that in the past, but nothing of going against you. They were really kind of nice people.
Yeah, it is really a great community. There's no doubt about that. So, I mean, it's a total different social media platform than anything else. I mean, it's YouTube and the community that we have. Especially the niche that we're in, like the cooking niche, as far as cast iron cooks, bakers, and just barbecuers in general is basically who I try to reach out to mainly. I mean, that's not that's not set in stone that we just stick specifically with them, but that's basically who we try to interview. But just that community is just so close. It's so positive. Everybody is so encouraging on your videos.
Yeah. I just think, like, anybody that I've reached out to on here in the last while has been so kind of accommodating and kind of giving you answers to questions. Like, there's a guy I think in here, Jamie Mack. He's a chef, like a proper chef, and he's phenomenal with the stuff that he puts up. He's on here as well. Like, just the quality of stuff that he puts out is amazing. I asked him one or two questions there, like maybe a month or two back, and he was straight back with the answer. So, like, honestly, it's just, I like a shameless plug here, but like honestly, go check him out. He's spot on. Like, I mean, he deserves a hell of a lot more subscribers than he has.
Yeah. I don't think I'm not sure. I'd have to double check. I'm not sure that I'm subscribed to him, but I will definitely be going and checking him out.
No, he's good. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we got Colin Millet. Good to see you. And we got some new folks in here tonight. That's great, man. We got in the kitchen with Karen. She's in here with us tonight. So good to see Karen and everybody.
My friend Brenda.
Yeah, our friend Brenda Murphy, Teresa's friend from somewhere in Arizona, I believe. Good to have you with us. So good to see everybody. We're glad you're here, and we appreciate you being here. We're going to try to show Stephen a little love tonight. And like I said, if you've not yet been over to his channel, I've got his channel link up in the very top of this chat room. You can be sure and go over and check out his channel after this show now. Don't take off right now.
Stay here. Stay here.
And go check him out. Check out some of his videos that he's created. And like he said, he hadn't been doing this very long, just kind of got started and everything since COVID has kicked in. And, I've met several people that, basically have just started because they're quarantined. They've been home, couldn't do much, so they decided to start some channels. And so, but anyway, guys, if you've not been over there, be sure and go over and watch his videos. Give him a thumbs up and leave him a comment. Tell him, you've seen him over here on Mr. Cast Iron's channel. And if you like what he's doing, be sure and subscribe. And I know he'll appreciate that. So, if you don't mind, I always like to pull everybody's channel up, and I'll pull your page up here, and we'll take a look at that and see what you got going on here. Let's see. Here we go. Let me pull that in full screen there. So we got your channel there. It's got a good looking banner to it, and shows you've got 180 subscribers as of right now, and you're on your way moving north. So we're certainly wanting to try to help you do that any way we can. Click on over here to the About section. And,
very basic, like nothing to your level. Very basic.
Yeah. So you've changed that now. I read it. There were some other things in there before this, so you've changed this a little bit, but that's okay. That's great. Click on a couple of your videos here. I always like to see what. Do you know what your most popular video is, or most views?
Yeah, I think it's a short actually. Yeah, I think I did a thing on beer bread there recently, and it did well from the shorts.
Most views, it shows this ribeye steak dinner.
Yeah, that's a good one as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So
very, very simple stuff, like just I just decided to show the whole process of getting a steak dinner ready.
Yeah.
But, people seem to like it, right?
Yeah. Are you getting a good success from your shorts? I mean, obviously that one there's had over 1,300 views. So
yeah, no, the shorts have really worked out well in relation to kind of getting like more people to see the channel. I suppose I suppose it doesn't count towards your watch time or anything like that, but I suppose it is a case of getting people to the channel and seeing if they like it or not. So no, it's one of these things I think you have to do, like if you want to kind of grow a bit. So yeah.
I've noticed some of your videos. You have your children that's kind of underneath your feet.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have two kids, Harry and Emily, 4 and 5. So very close. And look, Emily especially loves to kind of get involved and kind of help Dad with maybe. I think they're in the pancake video maybe I did a while back. And just get involved. And like, be fair, if they want to get involved, they can. If they don't have to. Like it's not a requirement or anything. It's just usually on a Saturday morning here, I'll be up with the kids anyway, so we try and do something. And sure, look, it goes from there,
Yeah.
But, sure, look, it's great. It's great to look back on in a couple of years' time,
Yeah, got Miss Mona with us. Good to have you. Jamie says that beer bread video you did had about $3,000 on it. So
yeah, it is good, right? Yeah.
Looks like Mark with Never Say Never Barbecues in the house with us too. I think I already shouted out Mac at Small Town, Texas, I believe. Grumpy Old Gringo is with us. Good to have you, sir. And let's kind of move down here. Tricia, you're going to try to help me stay on top of these. I know Steven's in here. He's good about that, so he's already popping stuff up here. Steven's got his all of his credentials here. He's got his YouTube channel and Instagram. So
he's faithful.
Yeah. And Stephen says, guys, if you have a question in the chat room, be sure and put the at symbol there to Mr. Cast Iron. That way it'll highlight it for me to see it. And I can be sure and get the question up here on the screen for Stephen to answer. But we've got a whole page or two here we're going to ask you, if you don't mind, and kind of get at you a little bit. And so was the cooking, was that the main direction you always wanted to go when you initially started your channel?
Yeah, like I suppose it's always been I wouldn't say passion, but it's always been something I've always wanted to do. Like, you know, like I suppose when I was a kid, you know, I had that conversation with your parents, what do you want to be when you grow up? And it's the case I said chef at the time, but they kind of put me in a different direction, I suppose. Only because I think, you know, I think again Jamie would say this, but the hours are crazy for a chef. So it's just, I kind of decided that I'd go in a slightly different direction, and then obviously do this as a kind of a sideline type thing, you know, and kind of enjoy it, more so than having it as a job. But yeah, for the channel itself, it was always going to be cooking. You know, and like occasionally I would like to do maybe one or two little comedy things every now and again. I haven't done that yet, but we'll see how it goes with cooking first, and go from there, you know.
Yeah. Laura's Kitchen. Laura's from Toronto, Canada area, so good to have my friend Laura. And but Dutchie there in England. Dutchie's a good friend of ours. He's we interviewed him a good while back. He's another cast iron cook, but he says, have you thought about cooking anything outdoors?
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely, and that's probably the plan for this year, for the summer, trying to get out there and cook a bit more on the barbecue here. Now, nothing to his extent, or you know, to any of the other kind of barbecue channels, but you know, certainly give it a go. Like, you know, I've always wanted to. My sole goal this summer is to do a tomahawk steak on the barbecue outside, and see how we get on with it. Like, you know. Yeah.
What do you mainly cook on? What do you like to cook on?
I just, like, it's very basic. Like, it's the pan here on the stove, like, you know, and obviously, you know, you can already see in the background there my air fryer. It's excellent, you know. It really works great really well.
I watched your videos. Yes, I saw some of them.
I knew somebody would have to bring that up. So yeah, that figures.
Thank
you.
They're great. In all honesty, they are fantastic. They kind of like especially for the breakfast in the morning. A couple of them rashes and sausages in there, and you're laughing. So, you know, all credit to the air fryer, you know.
Yeah, I noticed you also cook in a crock pot too, right? You made a
so like the slow cooker, yeah. So I did I think it was a Mongolian beef in that. It was lovely, yeah. Just low and slow for a couple of hours. I had it for the rest of the week for work, like, you know, during lunch. It's great.
Keep going. There's someone asking right there. I don't know.
I love cast iron. Do all you share recipes cook solely in cast iron? No. Now I'm primarily cast iron, and Dutchie cooking in here is as well. But you know, we do other things. We cook outdoors. We cook on other types of equipment. Many of the cooks here in the chat room, we've got some bakers, people that primarily bake, and then we've got you know, other folks that are barbecue connoisseurs, like Big Lou and different ones, Never Say Never, and Mac, Small Town Texas Barbecue, and several others. But now we've got all kinds of cooks in here. Certainly do. Appreciate
cooks,
you asking that question.
And that's Mona. She's new.
Yeah, Mona's new. We'll have to go check her out. Let's see. Did I miss one?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Mac's got one for us. He says, what breeds of beef do you have to choose from?
Very good question. In terms of the cut, I wouldn't know the breeds really. I have to be honest with you. The cuts, you know, ribeye would be the one I go for. I wouldn't be too up on the breeds of beef now. I have to be honest with you, so let you down there.
Yeah. Okay. I've got another one here. Well, let's see. Jamie Mack says low and slow is the way to go. Dutchie says North or Southern Ireland?
Southern, in Dublin, in the Republic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dublin, Ireland. And you're about, what, 6 hours, did we determine? 6 hours ahead of us?
Like, yeah. So it's 11 here.
Yeah.
Nice.
11,
Yeah.
6:15. Well, we certainly don't want to keep you too late tonight, but
Brenda says Ireland.
Saturday night, Mike. You're not doing anything else, are you?
okay.
Brenda's been there.
Brenda Murphy says Ireland has great beef.
She's been there a couple times. She loves it.
He's
That's where
from
I want to go.
Laura. He's from Dublin, Ireland.
You're welcome anytime.
Yeah. So I don't know for sure. I had many of the people in here have seen one of my videos at where I found my son after 35 years, and I did a DNA test through Ancestry, and I believe I have some Irish in me, believe it or not. So.
Yeah, you did. Uh-huh.
So we might be brothers from another mother. You never know, huh? Well, I know you've been watching YouTube a lot. You said that was one thing that you really enjoyed was watching YouTube. So I know you're bound to have some good foodie channels that you like to watch. What are some of the ones off the top of your list that have inspired you or that you really enjoy watching?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a few of them, like, you know, it does change every now and again. But there's a great channel in the UK. It's called Sorted Food. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's a very big channel. It's like, I think 2.6 million subscribers. But they're actually, there's a bunch of 4 lads who are obviously in the UK who are just doing recipes on a Wednesday and on a Sunday. And really kind of down to earth kind of lads, and have a laugh and have a bit of a giggle at each other, a bit of a gentle slagging every now and again, and it's actually good fun. And the food at the show is quite easy to kind of hopefully replicate yourself, you know. So it's a good one. There's other ones, you know. Just top of my head now, Mike. You've caught me there now. I'll have to think of it and I'll come back to you. But I think Sorted Food would be the main one that I'd go with, you know.
Okay, cool. In the Kitchen with Karen says, do they have real leprechauns in Ireland?
Oh, God, Karen, God. I don't know where to start with that one.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah,
though,
you knew
didn't
that was coming, right?
Oh, I did. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
She says, thanks, I'll stick around and watch your recipes. I do have a website. I just love
Don't have
visiting.
a website.
I don't have a website, so that's cool.
That's
no
neat.
problem.
Good.
You can always watch any of us on YouTube, so we appreciate you doing so.
Subscribe to us.
Yeah, give us a thumbs up or whatever and say hello, leave a comment. So, what's your favorite movie, Laura's asking?
Favorite movie is Wolf on Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street, yeah.
Great film.
Yeah.
I'm in finance myself, so it's kind of like a dream of what I could do, but I won't do.
Yeah.
So it's
Could but won't.
Jamie says he's never been to Ireland, but apparently there could be a tunnel from Scotland to Ireland in the near future. Is that right?
I didn't hear about that myself. No, it thinks me.
Okay. I don't know. That's over my head. I'm not sure. Let's see. Dutchie says, love Ireland, been to Dublin, have a cousin near
Oh yeah.
Caicum, and also
Caicum
friends.
is an Irish kind of a golf resort. Fantastic one.
Yeah.
You know? Really good.
Stephanie from Ginger Snap Kitchen's in here with us, so good to have her. Let's see, that thing just jumped on me.
Oh, it did.
I know, man, it jumped. Made me miss a bunch of.
I think they're talking to each other.
Yeah, okay.
Wait a minute. What's that? Go back up.
Be sure, folks, if you have a question or whatever, start the question out with at Mr. Cast Iron, so it'll highlight for me and I'll be able to see that. Let's see, only after the drop
I
of that
think
black
she's
stuff,
talking
I'm
to
not sure.
Black stuff, right? Yeah. Absolutely.
So I don't know. We'll move on. I don't see any more of that, but so I noticed do you play music on your videos or?
Yeah. In every single one. Yeah, I just feel that the music really helps with kind of getting I suppose it's trying to kind of get people to, watch the video, like, in a sense. And I find sometimes if you're just talking, sometimes it can be a little bit. Looking for a better word, but not very kind of entertaining. So I think the music sometimes does help with kind of keeping people's attention, what you're cooking, So I use Epidemic Sound, I think it is.
Yeah, Epidemic sounds real good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stephanie says, I've never been to Ireland, but I'm desperate to go. I'm of Irish descent, so that's cool.
Very welcome.
Got to check
Yeah.
my.
After this COVID thing,
Robert said he's late as usual. Hey, I know that guy. Hey, Mr.
Rob, how are you?
Lucia. Steph, hey, how you doing, Robert? You're not that late. We just got started. So, hey, what do you record your videos on, Stephen?
Yeah, I suppose I'm using at the moment iPhones. I have two iPhones, two iPhone 8s at the moment.
Okay.
I'm recording them. Perfect. You know, I don't have any issue with them at all. And I edit on a Mac, so it's really kind of universally grand. No issues really. Yeah.
You edit everything on a Mac?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of program do you use to edit with?
Look, I use the bog standard iMovie, Mike. You know,
yeah.
Look, it works fine. There are certain limitations to it. I suppose the shorts are definitely a limitation to iMovie. You have to do a few things to kind of get around it. But I suppose the aim this year will be to maybe upgrade to the Pro version if I get a chance later in the year, like, you know, and go from there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I use iMovie quite a bit just to kind of get started, and then I have another program I use on my desktop that I finish everything out. But I really like it. I mean, it does a good job for me. I think.
It's basic, but it does the job. As you say, yeah, I've got a kind of a little package that I have myself. It's kind of like an art tool website that I use just for graphics and things, or just titles. And it works so fine.
Yeah, yeah. Laura says, do you prefer Guinness or whiskey?
Guinness.
Guinness,
yeah. Guinness would be the poison, I suppose. The choice.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Mona says, I collect cast iron, and sometimes I find them in rough shape. What are the best ways to remove rust from cast iron? Well, I've got some videos on that on my channel, but just a short version of it. I mean, it just depends on how bad they are. If it's just surface rust or whatever, a lot of times you can clean that with some white vinegar and water. A little small scouring pad. Don't use steel wool by no means. Just a stiff wool or stiff bristle brush. You can use salt sometimes. Chain mail is another thing that if it's not too bad, but if it's really rusty and in real bad shape, I've got a video on that. You can see that. You basically need to get the rust off with soap and water. And contrary to a lot of myths and beliefs nowadays about soap, Smoking Bears Lee over Smoking Bears did a video recently about that too, and he made a comment that people say don't use soap, and that was the rule of thumb many years ago when soap was made out of lye soap, and it would eat the finish off of your cast iron. But soap nowadays is a mild detergent, and so it won't do that. So you can certainly use soap. I wouldn't soak it in soapy water overnight or nothing like that, but you can certainly take soap and clean your skillet, rinse that out real quick, and then but like I said, if it's real rusty and real bad shape, you're going to want to do that, and then bake it off in an oven upside down. Flip your skillet or your pan upside down in an oven, or even a barbecue grill. I've done it on a grill, gas grill. Heat that up to I usually do about 350 degrees, anywhere between 350 and 400. I don't go any higher than that. Some people say you should, but 350 to 400s work for me very well. Do that for about an hour, and then let it cool down a little bit. Pull it out and start cleaning on it a little bit more. Add you some bacon grease or lard or whatever your favorite oil is. Different people use different things. You can use certain different kinds of oil, certainly, and put it back in the oven and do it 2 or 3 more times to get a good seasoning on it, and that ought to help you out. So I said that was going to be a short version, but it was kind of a long way around.
Mike, can I ask you a quick question? Is that called seasoning the pan? Is it? You see, is that?
Yeah, when you're burning it off, you're just kind of burning off the gunk and the funk and everything, and washing and cleaning it up. And then once it burns off, it turns kind of a grayish color. all the black and everything, a lot of times the finish will start to come off. And as soon as you pull it out, after you've burned it off like that, and you take a brush or whatever, it will start to pull a lot of that out. You want to certainly come right back with a light coat, not real heavy. You don't ever want to just, cake on a bunch of bacon grease or whatever, but you just want to, season it, just coat it real good and wipe the excess out, flip it back upside down in your oven, and bake it off for another hour. You do that 2 or 3 times, and you'll have a good start on a good seasoning. And then the more you use it, the more bacon and different things that you cook in it. Anything that has good fat, hamburgers, there's beef tallow, beef fat, chicken, and different things. You'll begin to develop a what we call a patina. It's a slick black look, and that's good seasoning.
And is that like if we non-stick then? Will that be the case? Can I have that?
Is it what now? I'm sorry.
Non-stick. So
it will develop to where it will, the cast iron it's porous, okay, and the more you add your seasoning, the seasoning begins to polymerize, they say, or adhere to the cast iron, and that's what develops a slick finish, and there in turn turns out to basically be non-stick.
Very good.
So. Yeah, I hope that helped everybody. Dutchie says electrolysis is good. That's something, excuse me, that's something that I haven't never done myself, but electrolysis, for everyone in the chat room here or on YouTube that hadn't ever heard of that term, basically it's taking and putting your pans in water, and you're putting positive and negative post like a battery or whatever, and it neutralizes the pan and cleans it. Dutchie says, I'm sorry, I'm getting in somebody else's conversation here.
It's on down. There was a question. Where was that?
I don't know. I don't see it.
Right there.
This one,
Unless you
Laura?
already asked it. I had to go get my cupcakes out.
What's an Irish food people love but you don't? Was there some kind of Irish food that people generally like that you don't?
Yeah, there's bacon and cabbage is loved here in Ireland, and I can't stand it. I literally.
Oh, that's your favorite.
You don't like bacon and cabbage? I love it.
I can't touch it.
You just don't like cabbage, or what?
Yeah, I can't stand cabbage. I could eat the ham. But
I'll eat it.
She'll eat cabbage, but she's not a big fan like I am. Laura just did a video recently with cabbage and everything, and several people have. I've got a couple on my channel, but I just love cabbage any way you can make it.
I'm not dissing cabbage, but I can't stand the stuff.
Yeah. Big Lou said he cleaned up a pan today. Let's see. I'm not sure.
Missed one.
Darnell's with us. Good to have Darnell. Looks like Hobie's in the house with us. My buddy over there in Ohio, yeah, he's like in BACON. That's with a capital. That's my buddy there. So, but anyway, now when you're doing your videos, you talked about your iPhones. Do you have an external microphone that you use, or do you just use the microphone on the phone? Or
no, at the moment I don't. I said I have 2 iPhones at the moment. One is actually is an older version, so I think it's an iPhone 7, and the sound wouldn't be fantastic at that. So I use that for the kind of the second shot, and I use the iPhone 8 for the primary camera. So yeah, look, they work fine. I don't see any need for the Rode camera, the Rode mic yet. But look, it's, like, I really don't think for the videos that we would do, I don't see the need really at this point in time to buy an expensive Canon camera to shoot them on. When you can do, I'm upgrading now. I think in March for the newer iPhone. I think I might go for that one. I'm sure like I won't need anything going forward after that for a good while. And they're just so good these days. There's no need for it, you know.
Yeah, that's good. Now, on your videos or on your recipes, how do you determine what you're gonna you're going to cook, or is it something that maybe you cooked as a child, or something that maybe you've seen on another YouTuber's channel, creator's channel, and you thought, I'll try my version of that, or just
It kind of
something
comes.
that maybe you caught from your mother or something?
Yeah, everywhere really. And my mom was a great cook, still is. She does a fantastic Sunday roast when we can visit her after this whole COVID thing is over. But I suppose it's that. It's looking at YouTube will be a huge kind of contributor to that. If I see something that I like, I usually like to give it a twist myself. Like I've got a good couple of recipe books here, and I just have a look through them every now and again. And if I fancy something, I'll give it a go. I mean, I suppose that's the whole mantra of my channel is that I'll give it a go and see how we get on. Like I said to myself at the beginning when I started the whole thing that look, whatever I cook, I'll upload. So it's a case of if it goes well, fantastic. If it goes badly, it goes badly. And I've got a couple of examples on the channel of that. So it's really just a case of learning myself, learning from other YouTubers who are better, and to kind of learn. And as you said earlier on, Mike, it's the community, which is the best thing. Throw these questions out there. I thought I was a fairly good cook. I'm not, like, I'm okay. I give it a go. But it's just, it's more of a hobby. It's a hobby for me at the moment. It's really kind of, I started, as I said, I started this in the COVID when it first kind of kicked off. And I love it. And I'll definitely be doing it for a good few years to come,
Yeah. Stephanie says that bacon is its own food group in Ohio. Was you aware of that?
No.
Oh boy, my thing just jumped again. Here we go.
Eric's on there.
Do you like Sinead O'Connor's music?
Yeah, I can take it and leave it.
Okay. I missed somebody there. It looks like Eric's in the house with us, little Eric. So,
Eric, what's going on, buddy?
yeah, good to have him. Got Miss Samantha Lewis with us again tonight. So, good to see everybody. Hobie says, do you like the cranberries?
No, I don't actually.
Okay, cool.
Very random question.
Yeah, and Mama Z's with us. Hello, sweet friend, she says. So good to see her. She was on this morning, and we've been tied up. I hadn't got to check out her live show this morning, but I'm going to go back and check that out. So we'll be looking at that. But let's move on for just a minute. I just want to ask you, how much time do you spend trying to create content throughout the week?
Yeah, so like that is difficult for me. As I said, I've got 2 small kids, a full-time job, and a wife. So really, I don't have a lot of time. Really, the shorts have been a blessing, really, in ways, because it's only a minute long, so you can kind of do it kind of quickly. But I suppose for a normal kind of long format video, you're talking, I'd have maybe at least an hour and a half to 2 hours of footage after every cook. So. You have to kind of whittle that down, quite a lot. So, yeah, look, you take anywhere from 2 or 3 days, really, in the evenings to kind of get it ready. But it's the whole thing. It's the process that I love as well. So,
Yeah.
I love it. My wife doesn't, but I love it.
It took a while to get Teresa on board with me too. So I mean, what you said. I mean, that's true. There's a lot of work to this. A lot of people don't realize how much work you put into creating a video. Not just cooking the recipe or cooking the meal, but recording, and then of course you have to do editing and splicing and
side of it as well. Like I'm a fan of tech. I love it, but there's an awful lot of people out there who doesn't have that kind of background. So it can be quite difficult to kind of get it up and out there, I suppose when I first started, I thought it was quite easy myself. But honestly, it's difficult. And I thought the subscribers would fly up. It's like yourself, Mike. We have to grind and grind to kind of get people to like the channel and to subscribe to it. So it's you have one or two of these videos that go viral and you be laughing afterwards, but until you get to that point, it's hard work.
Yeah, it's an uphill battle, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Dutchy says, which is your worst and which is your bad or worst video that you've created?
Yeah, so it's on the channel as well. I think I did a honeycomb there just around Christmas time, and it worked perfectly well. Like the whole recipe was going fine until I tasted it, and it tasted absolutely right. I can't. So you could say, oh, yes, that's lovely, grand, yeah, this will come back to us next time. Well, I couldn't actually keep the taste of it out of my mouth. It was just absolutely horrendous. So, well, it's clear as day in that video that I couldn't actually stomach it. I don't know what I did. I still don't know what I did. But again,
Did you miss
it's what happens,
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah. Mark says that short rib meatballs looked awesome.
Yeah, they were good. Yeah, there was a kind of a beef short rib in a bun type thing. It's something that I'd always kind of wanted to try, and I said, look, I'd give it a go. Like, it could have turned out better, certainly, but for a first attempt, I was happy enough with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laura says there canned food that you secretly eat with no shame.
Canned food.
Canned food, yeah.
Sardines. I love sardines.
Possible. You like sardines?
Sardines, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What's your favorite video of your own?
Did you say Eric was on here?
That's you, Mike, is it?
Well, that's the question. I always have everybody put at Mr. Cast Iron, so I know it's a question. He's asking, what's your favorite video that you have? What's one of your favorite?
Yeah, I suppose the beer bread would be the favorite at the moment.
Beer bread.
Only because it was so simple to do. I couldn't get over it. How easy it was actually make it. Like, you could have like it was made within a half an hour of actually starting the video to the end of it. It was incredible. And we had it for that. I think that day when we made it, we had it for our lunch the same day. It was gorgeous. Yeah.
Okay. What particular spices do you like cooking with?
Pretty much the most common ones, really. Like I like a bit of chili, every now and again. Bit of paprika, smoked paprika, all the usual kind of stuff. I throw mostly anything into a pot and see how we get on.
Yeah, I hear you. Max says he was raised on sardines, potted meat, deviled ham, fried bologna, and the king spam. So,
never had spam, actually.
Never had spam?
It's good, yeah.
Big Lou says he loves sardines too. I've never, I don't know.
My dad loves them.
Yeah, Vienna sausage. Now I'm with you there, Darnell. I'll take me some Vienna sausage. Here in the South we call them Vienna sausages. And we take some Viennas and a little bit of mustard and some crackers and a little piece of cheese if you got some today. And if you don't, you don't have to. But anyway, we like some Viennas and some crackers and you're good to go. So
Karen makes the beer bread.
Big Lou says spam rules. Karen said that she loves making beer bread and add cheese and bacon to hers.
Oh, yeah. Nice little change there, Karen. Yeah, it's very good.
I'm going to throw this up here because Jamie said he's never tried bologna. He's talking to Mike at Small Town, Texas. Dutchy told me the same thing, and I think it might have been Patrick down in Australia. So I guess, do you guys not have what we call bologna here?
Never heard of it.
In the South, I mean, it's spelled Bologna, but we call it bologna here, with the IE, but that's just our slang, Southern slang. But matter of fact, years ago, Oscar Mayer, the company Oscar Mayer, they had a bologna. They said their bologna first name.
My bologna has a first name.
My bologna has a first name. It's
OSCAR.
OSCAR. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you, man. I grew up so poor. My bologna didn't even have a name. So, that's just the way it goes. Good to see Cam.
Here's a question.
I've got another question here. Sorry about that.
Everybody's loving the beanie weenies.
Beanie weenies, yeah.
Oh, Laura made those the other day.
If you had to give up one for the rest of your life, what would it be? Beef, chicken, or fish?
I would say fish. No, I love fish. But I don't think I could give up chicken or beef. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Hobie said, I've never heard that. There are people that haven't heard of bologna. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true, man. I've had different ones say they've never heard of it.
No.
And believe it or not, Hobie, I just did a little short with biscuits in cast iron, and you would be surprised at how many comments I've received that I've never tried biscuits in gravy.
I was one of them, Mike.
Yeah, I know, and I mean I've gotten several of them. I think Laura there in Toronto, she said she'd never had biscuits and gravy, and man, I tell you what, that's a staple here in the South. You just got to have biscuits and gravy, you know. But
It looked lovely.
oh, Big Lou said his bologna's name was Brian, the flavor of the South. Yeah, good old Brian Bologna. Yeah.
B-R-Y.
He was a little more wealthy than I was. He grew up with a bologna that had a name. Our bologna didn't even. We used to pour our bologna didn't have a name. It was just called Loney.
Eric just came back from fishing.
Yeah.
He just got some fish and he's been.
Let's see. Where did I miss that? Man, that thing just
It's
keeps
popping,
jumping,
isn't
don't it? Annie Karen, I have a for dinner curry chicken, dal, and rice. Just came back from fishing,
He
so
just went fishing.
good deal. Dutchy says digestive in gravy. Yeah, that might be a problem for some. You know, it's just grease and flour, so salt and pepper. But a little bit of milk, maybe, or water, just depends on how you want to use it, how you want to make it. Some people use cornstarch and different things, but
There's a
listen,
new person. Someone
good Lord, I can't even wrap my mind around that mess. I don't know what she's talking
That's
about.
not, she's probably talking about bologna. I don't know.
Thick cut bologna, egg, and cheese, man. I'm with you, Darnell.
Fried bologna.
Yeah, that's eating.
What does it taste like? What does the bologna taste like? Is it like is it a mix of different meats or?
It can be. A lot of times it's a mix of just the leftover trimmings off of beef, chicken, pork, turkey. I mean, you can get it. You know, you can get it all beef. You can get it, you know, mixed with different things. But it's pretty good for sandwiches.
Had a new person up there that I'd never seen. There you go.
Someone's in the kitchen with Kevin. Good to have you. Hadn't seen you. Appreciate you being here. I don't want to live in a world without biscuits and gravy. That's my friend right there already. I can tell you that. Write his name down. I don't think I'm subscribed to him. I'm going to go check him out. Yeah,
afterwards.
but
Tell him how we look for everyone afterwards.
you know, Teresa reminded me, and I forget to do this from time to time, but I just want to tell everyone here, first of all, if you've not been over to check out Steven's channel, Cooking with This Guy, be sure and go check him out and leave him, check his videos out and leave him a thumbs up or whatever in the comments and say you've seen him over on Mr. Cast Iron. If you like what he's doing, be sure and hit the subscribe button. Also, the rest of the folks is in the chat room here. What I usually do on my live streams like this is I leave the live chat up, so after the video is done and YouTube renders it, it takes usually anywhere from 8 to 24 hours. Here lately it's been running about 12 hours. The live chat will come back up. You can go back through and watch the replay and see everyone that's in here in the chat room if you didn't get a chance to see their name or their channel name, and you can go over and check their channel out. That's usually what Teresa and I do. We go back and make sure we check out everybody that's been in here and try to go back and check their videos out and subscribe if we haven't been so far. So here's another new one for Sean Morton. So chocolate gravy. Have you ever had chocolate gravy?
Can't say I have, no.
No? Yeah. Chocolate gravy, that's another staple here in the South. And I tell you, it's not easy to make.
What is it? Is it?
Put that up with all his stuff.
Yeah.
There's all of his information.
Steven's got cooking with Steven's. Steven and Jacqueline's got cooking with this guy's credentials up here, so you guys can certainly go check that out. And we appreciate you, Steven. He's always good about doing that, and he's our
Bologna is
moderator.
a flat hot dog. There's true.
Yeah. Yeah, Robert says bologna's a flat hot dog. That's about the truth. You guys have hot dogs, right?
Oh, we do, yeah.
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 Well, I mean that's the best description I think I've heard
Yes,
right there
it
from
is.
Robert. Is bologna is actually just a flat hot dog. So if you took and sliced that hot dog and laid it out flat, you would have bologna.
Use a
So
rolling pin.
yeah. So is hot dogs, is that considered a sandwich over in Ireland or no?
Yeah. Sandwich Irish, yeah.
Yeah. What would you put on it? Do you use mustard or
So,
ketchup? Or?
we probably take from the US in that, like mustard and ketchup and onions, the usual kind of stuff on that. Yeah. I suppose we would have a different type of sausage. Like there are frankfurters
Right.
we could use, but we would have different types of sausages here. Like so, we could use those as well.
Well, recently I just created a video, sauerkraut dog. Now you certainly wouldn't have sauerkraut on your hot dog because it's cabbage, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Stay well clear of that.
Yeah, that's really good though. It
I'm
really
sure. Look,
is.
I have to be honest with you, Mike. I haven't tried it, so you never know. I might give it a go.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Cam says bologna can have many profiles. Yeah. So, let's see. Laura says, what's the most like pub food there? Here it's chicken wings.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, chicken wings are quite high here as well. Yeah, steaks probably will be high as well. Fish too, not too bad. Like depending where you are in the country, if you're on the east coast, then fish will be high. Prawns, plaice, salmon, lobster, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie thinks we're pulling his leg. He says chocolate gravy. Now you're making things up, but
I'm with you though.
Oh, it's the best.
it's really good.
Thing is,
Biscuits. Yes.
Yeah, so it's a
See,
real thing.
we have biscuits in Ireland and the UK, but they're kind of sweet biscuits. Like like they're as Dutchy said earlier on, they're digestives. So it's a different type of biscuit to you guys. So I think when you said chocolate gravy, yeah, it's odd.
You pour it on the biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Cam was trying to say when they had different profiles, he's saying they're made of the same things but completely different. But they're
I think
different.
Karen was
Not all
asking,
hot dogs are the same, that's for sure.
I
Not
think
all bologna's the same either. Some
popular
of them have a
snacks.
first name, some of them don't.
That's what she was asking.
Some of them you can throw, some pieces you can throw up against the wall and they'll stick. That's not a good thing.
I think she was asking that about the pub food.
What are some popular snacks that they eat in Ireland?
Popular snacks. The usual kind of stuff like burgers. Big deal here. Snacks. Yeah. Chicken wings again, like massive. Like they're kind of worldwide, really, aren't they? Like there's nothing kind of uniquely Irish that wouldn't be served anywhere else, really. Apart from maybe cabbage and bacon.
Yeah. On a personal note, what's some of the things you're most proud of?
From YouTube or just in life?
Just in life in general?
Yeah, look, I'm very proud. I've got 2 beautiful kids, a wife, and a house. In Ireland, property is one of these things that every Irish person has to have, type thing. And it's very expensive to live in Ireland. Very, very dear. So look, we're very lucky to have the house. I suppose the kids, the wife, and house, and will be the major achievements in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Have you got any pets?
No, not yet. I'm thinking about it. We both work. Myself and my wife, we both work full time. So at the moment, it wouldn't be fair on the dog or the cat, whatever we get. So we'll wait for another couple of years and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. On cooking, what? Did I
You can
miss
just
it?
put it up there.
Okay. What's I think we talked about some of your favorite cooking equipment. Do you basically, I guess, skillet and a stove, huh? Or,
Yeah, like honestly, yeah, that's it, and a fantastic thing. So I mentioned it earlier on, Mike. An air fryer, it's fantastic.
Air fryer, yeah.
There you go.
And the air fryer.
Look, he's got
I
it.
know. I see. Yeah, well, we got some surprises coming up for you
we
guys.
do.
I can't let the cat out of the bag yet, but we got a real good friend here in the chat room that I'm gonna peel his tater, and that's just an old Southern slang. He knows what I'm talking about when he heard that. But
when we shoot it tomorrow, Mike, we'll see one in the background, will we?
no, but when the time comes, we'll share with you guys some wild information. But anyway, air fryers, yeah, you guys, I tell you. So, what is your favorite meal? Is it breakfast, lunch, or what do you call it over there? We call over here in the Mid-South and South, we call it supper. A lot of people
Dinner.
call it dinner.
Dinner here, yeah. Dinner will be the one. Yeah, definitely. I could go without breakfast and lunch really sometimes. Dinner is the main one for here. Yeah.
What's your favorite food to cook?
I think it's said on this channel every single time. Steak is probably the thing really ever. Ribeyes, best cut for me. I do love a fillet as well, but with a bit of fat in the ribeye, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, if there was only one food left for the rest of your life, that you could eat, what would you prefer that to be? Steak?
Yeah.
A lot of people say pizza because of the diversity, but
well, look, don't get me started on pizza now, Mike, because we'll have a row, you know.
Yeah. What's your favorite pizza?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
Might as well ask him.
Yeah.
Well, you're on pizza.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
you're on pizza.
I mean, we're already here, so I know we've been having fun, and we're going to have to just settle down here a minute. We're going to have to ask the life-changing question here. We need to know your input on this. So, is it okay, Stephen, to put pineapple on a pizza?
No.
Okay.
Simple.
Okay, and why now?
Why? Like, why would you put something sweet on a steak? I don't get it at all. Actually, you know, I did a short there to say that I was coming on to your talk show tonight, and the amount of comments I got on that video to say that they all love pineapple.
Yeah.
The only one,
Yes.
but it just doesn't do it for me at all.
Yeah. Well, Dutchie says that's a correct answer. So anyway, I'm not sure about Lou. He said yes, you put pineapple on pizza. So
You put them on burgers too.
course,
Just saying there no to pineapple, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, Eric loves pineapple.
Yeah, Eric's in the pineapple camp. He's a.
Oh, Brenda says yes. Barbecue sauce, chicken, and pineapple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. When you was a kid, what was one of the favorite things you enjoyed eating?
Pancakes.
Pancakes, really?
Yeah, I love them. Yeah, still do. Yeah. My mom made a fantastic pancake. Pretty good. Yeah, still does actually. I keep trying to kind of outdo her in terms of a pancake, but I can't. It's just I don't know what she does, but she does something special with it. It's amazing.
What'd you put on top?
Yeah, what was
Just
the top?
syrup?
It's
Butter?
probably at the moment with the kids love a bit of Nutella on it.
Oh,
Nutella,
yes.
Chocolate spreads, I think.
Mhm.
But I suppose the original would be lemon and a bit of sugar, like, you know, for pancake Tuesday and all things like that.
Jeff over at Tennessee Buck Outdoors said pineapple on pizza, I guess, is like dipping French fries into the chocolate shake. It's salty and sweet.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I've never done that, but yeah, I've heard that, right? Yeah.
We're going to have Jeff on tomorrow night. Looking forward to that too. So I hope everybody can pop
this
in.
This is a nice comment.
Yeah,
Cam.
I'll get back to Cam here.
Oh,
Cam's the instigator on this air fryer deal. I've still got a little animosity towards Cam right now. So he's really.
I love them, Cam and Tracy.
I know he's got my back, way back, you know, but he's got my back. Big Lou says pineapple and Spam on pizza. I've never put Spam on there, but that's interesting.
He's never had
let me
Spam.
get back to my buddy Cam here. I can't dish him too long. He said they were thrilled with how kind and welcome the Irish people were to us. Great country. So yeah.
Sure, look, we're fantastic.
Little Eric says, does Uncle Stephen like salted caramel ice cream?
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So what is your favorite ice cream? Favorite flavor?
Salted caramel will be up there. I love a bit of uh, brownie ice cream too. Kind of brownie pieces in the ice cream. Very nice. And what was your favorite ice cream, Mike?
I can't tell you, man. That may be a trivia question one of these days.
Oh, they all know. Tell him what it is.
My favorite is Ozark Black Walnut, and my second favorite is Butter Pecan.
Yeah, butter pecan. I thought so. Yeah.
Well, that's the way we pronounce it in the South. Now, some people call it pecan, but we call it Butter Pecan. So, anyway, Dutchie said his grandson had sausage and pineapple pizza tonight, so he's that's a new generation there, Steve.
Smart.
Now this I'm not sure about. Black pudding on pizza is delicious.
Yes.
You know,
What?
I've got to have you help me out here. I've heard Patrick, I've heard Pete Thomas talk about it, and some of you other guys from over across the pond. I don't really know what black pudding is. Can you enlighten us?
It's like a blood sausage. You know, it's made with dried pig's blood. Now, obviously, Jamie will be able to tell you exactly how to make it, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you've got different kind of blends over here. One of the best will be kind of Kilty pudding, black pudding. It's gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Very kind of oaty, loads of oats and spices in it. But really, really good, yeah. They have it in Spain as well. When I was over there on holidays a couple of years back, they had a kind of a different type of it. But again, absolutely gorgeous, yeah. Like black pudding on a pizza is amazing.
Wow.
Actually, black pudding on a burger, amazing as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Look that up.
We've got a fast food place over here in Ireland called Eddie Rockets. And I was in there now. I haven't been there in a long time. With two kids, I don't get out very often at all. But in my younger days, it would be a fantastic spot to pop into after a night out on the town. That pudding burger was absolutely phenomenal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kind of help cure a hangover, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
One
sausage.
finger's with us tonight. Good to have you, brother. Good to see you.
Do they call it blood sausage?
They call it black pudding. It's a
It's called blood sausage.
Yeah. It's either blood sausage or black pudding. Yeah.
Jamie says Stornway is the best black pudding.
Yeah, pretty good as well. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I hope he has a
You
video.
ever tried
on
black pudding on a steak with peppercorn sauce?
Oh, Ashley, jeez, that's an idea. Yeah.
I'm sure he has a video for that.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Well, if he doesn't, he'd be doing one soon.
Yes, we need that.
Yeah.
Karen says she's gonna have to take a pass on black pudding unless it's dark chocolate.
Karen, honestly, try it, and it will change your world.
Dutchie's got a video coming out Monday that he's going to do for Cast Iron Wednesday.
I gotta watch that. Yes.
Cast Iron Wednesday is a playlist. A lot of cast iron cooks tag their videos with hashtag Cast Iron Wednesday, and there's a lady, Dee from Native Tears is her channel name. She keeps that playlist. Sean with Shovelhead 8 up in Toronto, he kind of helps manage that and monitor that and everything. But a bunch of us get together, and I mean, they've been doing it a lot longer than I ever. When I found out about it, I got started doing it. But it's a great little deal. We just tag videos that are food that's cooked in cast iron, so you guys can certainly do a search in YouTube with hashtag Cast Iron Wednesday, and you can see a lot of great different creators and different creations. So, but anyway, we look forward to seeing that, Dutchie. No doubt.
Yeah, good.
What did I miss here? Boudin, who said that? Big Lou. We got the Boudin going on down in the south. Yeah, that's some Boudin's deer blood too, ain't it, Lou? Hog blood, deer blood. Yeah. Let's see, what's he got here? Cast Iron Wednesday, we are continuing the monthly challenges. It's going to be takeout food. If you can create your own favorite takeout foods. What's going to be cast iron Wednesday for this next month of March? Let's see. They barbecue at home. Can I get in on cast iron Wednesday? Yeah, Lou, you're definitely in. So, but anyway, some quick questions though. So, do you prefer pork steak or beef steak?
Beef steak for me, yeah. Lovely.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
I figured that one.
You
Yeah.
figured that one? Yeah. Do you drink coffee?
I don't actually, and it's something that I'm a big tea drinker. You know, I've always wanted to like coffee. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't like it. No.
Now is that hot tea or cold tea?
Yeah, hot tea.
Yeah. Is that black or green or?
Black with a bit of milk, and I should a bit of sugar as well. But
Oh yeah, milk and sugar.
Black tea with a little bit of milk and sugar.
lovely.
Yeah. I like hot green tea.
We've got two major blends here in Ireland called Barry's tea and Lyons tea. Both really, really good tea blends.
Yeah. Well, I just noticed we bumped up against an hour. Are you able to stay with us a little bit longer, or do we need to?
I'm not doing anything else, Mike. Feel free.
Okay. Yeah, we'll ask you a few more questions. We won't keep you all that longer. I know it's, it's already midnight there where you're at. So,
Wow.
let's see here. I just wanted to ask you a couple personal questions, if you don't mind. What is something that no one would really know about you or would never believe? Is there anything that you would consider unique that most of us would probably never know?
Something
Wow.
done or do.
Something that no one else knows. I'll come back to that, Mike.
Okay, no problem.
He may not want to tell.
He may not want to tell. That's right. The craziest one for me, I always tell, is when I was a little kid, about 8 years old, I taught myself how to ride a unicycle. And I delivered newspapers in the town that I grew up on a unicycle till I was about 14 years old. So I rode around town delivered newspapers on a unicycle, if you can believe that. But yeah. So you got any hobbies?
Yeah, I love tech. I'm a big fan of kind of new technology that comes out. I love this. I love editing. I love filming. I love kind of I love hitting that publish button on the YouTube. It's great. And what else? I love a bit of golf when I can get out and play a bit of golf, which is, again, not very often with two small kids. Those are the main things, right? Yeah.
Little Eric's got to run. He says he's got a project to work on. So see you later, little buddy.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. So let's see. Sean says, love cooking steaks and cast iron. I do too. Certainly do. Cast iron rules, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I've never actually cooked on cast iron. I have to be honest with you. I must try it.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's something that's going to be around,
Yeah.
Teresa and I were talking the other night. We were watching the news and seeing all the sad situation in our country for various reasons, storm mainly, but we don't talk about politics on this channel, so we won't go down that road. But there's so much going on in our world right now.
Yeah.
And, people were without electricity and without power. And, I could see some of the interviews they were doing, and people were just getting, beside themselves, not knowing what to do or whatever. And, I'm just thankful I'm an old country boy. I grew up here in the South. We learned to survive. As Hank Williams Jr. said, a country boy can survive. We got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive. We've also got a cast iron skillet. And, we can take and go outside and build a fire, and we'll cook something up, so.
Yeah. It's still quite bad there at the moment, isn't it, in Texas, the snow? Yeah.
Yeah, it's starting to thaw out. I got another friend, another channel. Many of y'all may be subscribed to Skillet, but he posted a video yesterday that is thawing out over where he's at. So Mama Z, I think she was in here. I don't know if she's still here or not. She said they have power and water. I'm not. And Mac too. Mac, small town Texas. He's over in San Angelo area. I think they're starting to get back to a little bit of sense of normalcy
Yeah.
We
So,
can't get bread.
yeah.
Eggs.
Teresa's,
What we got? Bread, eggs, and meat are out right now.
Yeah.
Milk we have milk.
yeah.
So
Teresa's brother's a meat cutter in our town, and he told us they're having trouble getting trucks in because of the weather.
Yeah.
And so we're completely out of hamburger meat, completely out of bread, completely out of water. I think there was a little bit of milk, wasn't there?
Yeah, they were out of everything.
Yeah.
The trucks can't
Right.
get here.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So whenever we get snow here in Ireland, we're not used to it at all. So any bit of snow at all really kind of causes the country to grind to a halt, and
Yes.
nothing happens for like 3 more days.
Yeah.
And that's all over the whole country, like, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know a lot of people, they, I don't even know how to phrase this and say this, but, we, prepper channels, a lot of times they get a bad rap, for about being prepared. And for Boy Scouts here in America, I was a little Boy Scout when I was younger. And that was our motto, be prepared.
Yeah.
And, we certainly try to do that. Well, back before Teresa and I married, before we knew each other, in 2009, we had a major ice storm here in our town, or in our area, the whole part of this country, northeast Arkansas, southeast Missouri. And we were all out of power for like 30-something days. And so you had to survive. And I'm talking about frigid temperatures. I mean, it was, well below zero, kind of like it is right now. And so you learn to prepare. You learn to, when things are coming, you better stock up, and you take care of each other. We one thing about our church here that Teresa works at, Teresa's a secretary to our church, and we've got a bunch of people that love to cook, and they'll take meals around to a lot of the elderly people and check on everybody and make sure they're okay, because we just have to kind of stick together and take care of each other,
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, you got any pet peeves?
Pineapple on a pizza.
No pineapple on pizza. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll chalk that one up. I'll give you that one. That's good.
But it's okay because you got an air fryer.
Yeah, you got an air fryer, so you get a little buy on that. You get a little.
And he's got some recipes on there for me. You can go look.
That's too funny.
I'll tell you what, dude.
Let's see. Mama Z said, "Thank God I had my preps." That's right. You've got to stock up with some water and things. Let's see. One finger. I don't know about your country, but there's farms around here, and they have huge generators that will run a small township. Yeah. So. Let's see. Jamie Mack says we had it bad last week, but nothing on Texas. Yeah, Texas got hit pretty hard. Cam, let's see. Can we find out if there's any place in America you would want to see in person? Have you ever been to America?
Yeah, I've been to New York. I've been to Vegas. Where else? New York and Vegas.
Yeah.
I'd love to go back. It's one of these things. I certainly, hopefully, I will in the next couple of years with kids. Kind of get out there again, but yeah.
Yeah. Talking about the generators, one finger said he knew a guy who ran his generator set to run the lights for the 4th of July events all night long. So, yeah, everybody around here, one finger. Especially since the 2009 ice storm that had taken out basically our whole power grid. I mean, they had to come in and completely redo the whole power grid for miles and miles and miles of telephone poles and power lines. But ever since then, one finger, most of everyone around here has generators, little smaller generators, not necessarily that large, but something that you can power your own house with. So appreciate that. We was talking about earlier on your videos, you put music on your videos. What kind of music do you prefer?
For the videos, it's more kind of, I like kind of a melody type thing. I don't like any singing on it. I like kind of a low kind of, so it doesn't interfere with the video type thing, but it's there in the background. So you'll hear it. If I stop talking for a bit, you'll hear the sound or the music. Just as a little bit of a distraction type thing, you know.
Yeah. What kind of music do you like to listen to in general?
I'm a big fan of kind of house and kind of electric kind of beat, kind of I don't know if you know Tiesto at all over there, but they're kind of a rock band slash kind of trance type music. It's again, whenever I get a chance, Mike, I listen to it, but it's not very often. But there's another band called Justice, I think they're called, and again, it's more kind of electric kind of music type thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a concert?
Yeah. I was at a festival actually back a couple of years back now. A place called Balagasim in Spain, actually, a music festival.
Yeah.
I was there for a couple of days. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Wow. Do you sing when nobody's around? Do you sing along to songs when no one's around?
I probably do, yeah.
You sing in the shower?
I probably do, yeah.
What was the last song you listened to on the radio?
It was Tiesto, actually. They have a new song out called Let's Get Down to Business.
Okay.
And it's a great song. So, yeah, that was the last I heard today,
Yeah, that sounds good. So,
Brenda's
got a question here. What about Van Morrison? Do you like Van Morrison?
Absolutely, yeah. Very good.
Yeah. Let's see. Cam says, Teresa. Okay.
That's me.
Yeah, you're telling them about knowing them going.
Sorry, we got a little conversation going
on. Let's see, Dutchie, he says, talking. Okay. I'm getting into some conversations here I don't need to be. I need to look at my questions and talk to Stephen here. Guys, if you've not yet been over to Stephen's channel, be sure and go check him out after this show is over, and check out his videos and give him a thumbs up, leave him a comment, and tell him you see him over at Mr. Old Cast Iron's channel, and be sure and slap that subscribe button, as they say, smash that subscribe button, But
you in here, actually, I need to have a look at myself because I'm not subscribed to all of them, so I'll be looking at it tomorrow as well. Yeah, definitely.
Big Lou says, what languages do you speak?
English obviously, but I think a bit Irish. We have a few. I have a very limited kind of Irishness. It wouldn't be anything to speak of, but I could kind of get by, I suppose. It's not really a well spoken language here, even in Ireland anymore. We're taught it from all the way from junior infants all the way to 6th year in our kind of school system. But it's kind of like it's drummed into you in a sense. So you have to learn it, and then as soon as you're out of school and into college, you forget it, type thing. So it's one of those things. I try every now and again.
Yeah, I heard that. Are you a movie buff? Do you like movies?
Yeah, I love movies. Yeah. As I said, Wolf of Wall Street would be my favorite.
Yeah, you said that.
I love comedy, love action. I love a movie that you can just kind of turn off your brain, just go in for an hour and a half, watch it, and come back out.
Yeah. If someone was going to play you in a movie, who would be the person you would have to play you?
Who would play me? Who would play me? Oh, actually, your man. I think it was his name, but again, he's in Wolf of Wall Street. He plays alongside Leonardo DiCaprio. I can't think of his name.
Tom Cruise?
No, Tom Cruise.
He probably not even been in that show. I can't even remember who's in Wolf of Wall Street.
Jonah Hill, actually, would probably be fairly happy. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, getting back to food, is there any kind of food that you have never eaten that you would like to try?
I might try that bologna. What was it, bologna?
There we go.
Yeah, bologna.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Lou says, what's the difference between Gaelic and Irish?
Not a whole lot, really. They're quite similar. Just sometimes the dialect or the regional dialect changes a little bit, but very similar, really.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to get ready and wind down. Everybody loves to hear me say that because I usually end up with 3 or 4 or 5 more questions when I say that.
Hour later.
Yeah, an hour later. So, that's how it goes. But no kidding. All jokes aside, if you were to be arrested with no explanation, what would your friends or family assume that you had done?
Probably some sort of, I don't know. I don't know, because I work in finance, maybe fraud or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You work in finance?
Yeah. So it would probably be something like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what that says about me now, Mike.
No wonder he likes Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah.
We forgot to do this real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
Does he have
Oh,
one?
yeah. We forgot to do that. Teresa's reminding me here, folks. Let me put this up here. That's old Skillet head there. I've got some stickers. If anybody'd like to do a sticker swap, be sure and
Does he have stickers?
I think you do. Do you have stickers?
No, not like I only have 180 subscribers. You have over 600. Come on there.
You're going to get more. Yeah.
Well, if anybody would like to do a sticker swap with us, we'd certainly love for you to have our old Skillet head sticker here. Teresa and I worked on that, putting that together and everything. We got that. And I've got my email scrolling across the bottom here. Just shoot me an email and say, hey, Mike, we'd love to have a sticker, and we'll be glad to, just leave your name and address and everything, and we'd love to send you one, and look forward to having yours as well. Anyway, that's that. Guys, we're going to get ready and wind down. We've got a good show tomorrow night, too, with Jeff from Tennessee Outdoors. He's going to be on with us. And this is my buddy, winding down for another 45 minutes. So, but no, not tonight. I'm kind of tired. We've been at it. So, anyway, Robert, he's got to give me a hard time. But how can people follow you, Stephen?
Look again. I'm on YouTube, obviously on Instagram as well. Cook with this guy on Instagram. I'm on TikTok now as well, actually.
Oh.
Like Cook with this guy. Just I suppose most social platforms I'm on, just trying to get the name out there a bit.
TikTok is like an air fryer to me. I just can't seem to go that way right now.
You're
You know?
I don't understand it myself. It's one of these things that the kids are on at the moment. So I said, look, I'd give it a go, and see. But no, one thing I will say about TikTok as opposed to YouTube is that obviously on YouTube you got a community that are all really kind of supportive to each other. On TikTok, far from it. I got a lot of abuse on one of the videos I put up there. Really? Nasty comments, like no need for it.
Oh, that's not good.
It's fair enough, but no kind of. It was the steak video that I put on the shorts on YouTube here. It did very well on TikTok. I think it has over 30,000 views type thing. But again, in that, there's a bit of hate, it rolls off my back, but it wouldn't roll off everybody's back, and it's nasty a bit,
Yeah, there's no need for it.
Yeah.
Do not fear the air fryer.
Yeah, don't fear the air fryer. Yeah, appreciate that, Stephanie.
Thanks,
hey guys, real quick, we just want to thank Stephen and Jacqueline for always doing what they do for us. He does a whole lot for us. I certainly appreciate you, and you've got Stephen's credentials up here. Guys, we're going to get ready and call it. Just want to say one more thing real quick. Is there anything that you would like to say to our group here in the chat room or to your subscribers before we go?
Yeah, just a massive thank you, really. Just for having given me a chance and kind of learning, along the journey, going with me on the journey that is YouTube and kind of cooking and just enjoying it. Thank you so much to all the subscribers that I have and hopefully some future ones as well. It's just really it's a hobby for me, but I really really enjoy it, and it's great to meet guys like you. Like honestly, lads, you're fantastic, and hats off to you guys for doing this over the last couple of months. Like fair play to you. Like it takes a lot of organization to get everybody on and all the rest. So fair play to you too as well.
Well, I appreciate that. Certainly do. So,
Yeah. No,
all right. Well, we're going to get off here and we're going to tell everybody good night. We appreciate you guys coming in and joining in with us. Like I said, we're going to be on again tomorrow night with Jeff from Tennessee Outdoors. Hey, it's Mike and Mrs. Castiron over here. We're going to talk to you guys later. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you. Take care. God bless.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.